Welcome to MCpodcast, aka
Metaculture
Podcast. And in today's video, we are doing another versus. We're gonna make this into a series, basically.
Let's go.
Today we are talking about who is a better villain and who's stronger. Sosuke Aizen or
Mardara, Unchiha.
And obviously you already know who I'm picking. Sosuke Aizen from Bleach, and he's picking
Mardara, Unchiha, obviously.
So make sure you do us a favor, like the video, subscribe, comment down below who you think is the better character, who's your favorite character, and who's the best villain you ever seen.
The villain I'm supporting right now, who I believe has the better build-up, the better backstory, is none other than Mardara Uchiha. There's been many times in this series where once his name was mentioned, these guys were shitting bricks. These guys knew exactly who this legendary, he's literally a legendary ninja known throughout every single land, every single village. In my opinion, not only did the backstory kind of get you to understand him as a person, as a character, as in why he's so villainous and why he's so bad, is because originally this guy wanted peace. He wanted to create a village where his brother and everybody and the children could be safe, because before then there was straight war with all the ninjas and everything, so they just wanted to create a place where it was safe and good. And basically his brother got elected to be the Hokage instead of him, and he felt betrayed and left the village. And I think the methods and everything behind his backstory kind of articulate in a way where he was doing it the wrong way, but he had good intentions. So in my opinion, the backstory really helps us understand why he's that way. And the build-up is incredible. Throughout the whole series, you don't know who this final guy is. You see some stuff mentioned. As soon as you start seeing clips and videos of this guy coming in, you really start to understand why he was a legendary ninja. So that's why, in my opinion, Mardara Uchiha gotta have the better build-up, gotta have the better backstory. All in all, he's just my favorite character out of these two.
Yeah. Okay, I won't even lie. Just like, in the Mob Psycho video, I'd give him this whack ass category. Because in Bleach there wasn't much backstory on Aizen. They showed a little bit of just Aizen being a deviant, just and finessing people, really just having people at their wits end. But there really wasn't much backstory besides the point of Aizen was just born different, and he was just built that way. Yeah. And so there's not much backstory on Sosuke Aizen, and I mean there is, but it's more of him in the wits of already fucking with people. So the build up and how he orchestrates everything for the main character Ichigo and plot his whole story is immaculate. If we're talking about build up that way, immaculate. He orchestrates basically the whole first part of Bleach. So great. He does a very wonderful job at building up the main storyline. But for himself as a main villain, he kind of just comes in like a G and says, I'm the one that's causing all this problems. Ain't no one can stop me. So alright, I give him that whack ass category. Whatever.
Alright. So next we're gonna go into reasoning, and I kinda went to a little bit with the backstory to build up. But once again, this guy basically got betrayed by his village where he felt at home, and he kind of went out of his way, I feel like, to do stuff the wrong way, but with the right intentions. Like, compared to Aizen, who's kind of just ready to fuck shit up for no reason, and kind of just to like box people, just to box people because he wants to feel strong. I don't know, he wants to equal or something, some random shit. Either way, I think Mardara, like, the reasoning behind it, he wants to, basically, if you guys don't know, spoiler alert, he wants to have this thing through the 10 Tails, which is infinite Tsukiyomi, which is basically a way for everyone to have their own ideal lives, but they're not cognitive. They're all kind of like in a dream world, kind of in a sense, and or an illusion. And basically, he wants everybody to have what they want and they need, but he's kind of going about it the wrong way, which is why he's considered the villain rather than someone who's trying to do good. But in my opinion, that makes me feel more for the characters and feel more for the villain when they have like a reasoning behind what they're doing and a motive behind what they're doing. You could see multiple things throughout his past that has kind of pushed him over the edge and pushed him. And I think his reasoning is somewhat valid, and I think he wants the best for people, but he's kind of doing it in his own screwed up way. But for that reason, that's why I think Mardara Uchiha has a better reasoning than Aizen, because he just kind of wants to box and find someone who's his equal. So, in my opinion, that's why he's better.
First of all, I'm gonna keep it a whole stack. I just think that Mardara really went through this one thing. Some warriors would have like will be so bad and hard that they're so used to war that that's all they really know. And I think Madara really just created a cap-ass reason and just really wanted to just box with mad people. He just really wanted to smoke with Hashirama. He just really wanted to smoke. Then he didn't want to die after Hashirama whooped his ass, and then had to use someone else to go ahead and try to start another war. Like, think about it.
But pause. The reason he fought Hashirama was to get part of his skin in order to activate the 10 tails. There's a reason why he fought and lost, because he wanted to get a certain thing out of him. So the reason why he fought him was not to beat his ass or to beat somebody, it was to get something out of him.
That's mad. First of all, that's mad weak too. That's
weak.
That's so weak. He had to take a whole nigga's skin to get stronger. Whack.
This man Aizen literally turned into an alien, bro. What is he talking about?
Anyways,
he's a different species. Bro.
Anyways. Aizen's reasoning. Okay, so one of Aizen's main reasoning was that he didn't really fuck with the system and the Soul King at all. So he really wanted to remove basically the god that's holding up the whole soul society in the world of living. Aizen was always strong, was always the strongest thing. And when you're strong and always at the top, like I said, it gets lonely up top. When no one can't touch you, there's no one who's your equal. That's what Aizen really faced his entire life. Aizen had no one his equal, so Aizen just decided, like, if no one could really stop him from doing what he wanted to do, he's gonna do it. Aizen started to orchestrate a plan to achieve his goal, to be, for one, the perfect being, to be able to achieve his ultimate plan, would remove a Soul King from power. He was going to go and that's why he set up his whole plan to go box with every single person. That's why he wanted the Hokyoku and manipulated the entire series of Bleach, including
that part was crazy.
Including one of the smartest character, Kisei Urahara, and learning how to use the Hokyoku.
That was fucked up, yeah.
Learning how to use the Hokyoku better than him, who created it. So, like I said, his reasoning behind it's definitely, you might be a little estranged to it, like, why is he doing this? But it's really not much different from Madara, because Madara really is just someone who's just battled hungry, just wanted to fight people. And that's really, at the end of the day, what it was. He just couldn't get enough of war and was just too obsessed with it. I don't give a fuck about war. No one says about
this dude. Deadass created the hidden village, so nobody had to die. Yeah. Why would he be? How is he battling?
And proceeded to after that.
After they betrayed him and basically elected his brother after doing all that.
After they elected Hashirama.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Yeah.
You realize that was messed up.
It was.
He was the better choice, but that was fucked up.
Yeah, he was a better choice. And plus, like I said, battle hungry. The way the Unchiha power is the way the Unchiha power is meant to be is the more depressed and more like negative emotions you feel, the stronger your Uchiha ocular ability is. You know how devious his ocular ability is? Okay, exactly. You like, obviously that's why people didn't fuck with him. And plus, the second Hokage, the racist motherfucker over there.
Yo, wait, pause. I didn't even touch on that. Basically, hold on. I didn't touch on that. This is my fault. But the reason why Madara was also tight was because what's his name? Fucking you just said it. Tobirama basically was a racist ass motherfucker. And they didn't
say racist, no say racist.
Oh, racist. This motherfucker was terrible. He just wanted the Uchiha clan to fail, not to be in power, because he was so scared of them, because they had that much potential and Latin ability. So this dude also was preying on their downfall and was on the side of Hashirama. So those two in turn kind of pushed them over the edge. That's the reason why I said what I said. Just want to correct it, but you can keep going.
Yeah, but like I said, Sosuke, Aizen's reasoning for it was very clear, and even when he lost, they explained his reason why he lost too. So I believe overall his reasoning is definitely clearer than Madara. I feel like at the end of the day, said that he wanted peace, but did everything he could to fuck up the whole thing and started another ninja war, manipulated mad people to do that, and honestly killed mad heads for a whack ass reason. That could have been achieved if that Naruto and Sasuke achieved actually. So I'm just saying, Sosuke's Aizen's. If you really look at Naruto totality, you could really look and say Aizen's reasoning looks a little better than Madara when he goes about it. It was kind of whack.
I can't lie, he did start a whole ass another ninja war. That's another
for peace.
Little hole
for peace.
But there's reason war starts is for something. Okay, yeah, I can't whoop that on my ass. His mindset was Like I said, the way he went about it was wrong, but what he's looking for wasn't.
But I'm saying that I believe that Mardara is an example of someone who's literally all they know is battle and addicted to war. So he started another war.
He's a manipulative ass motherfucker.
Yes.
He's a piece of shit, bro.
Yes, he's
just a dickhead for no reason, bro.
Yes.
At least he had a reason to be a dickhead.
Aizen just built that way. If you talk about reasoning and why someone did something, the point should automatically go to Aizen just for the fact of how well he just developed the whole plot of Bleach.
Just to preyed on a young kid just to have him box him in the future. That is crazy, bro.
He didn't prey.
That's crazy, bro. He preyed on a little kid.
He didn't prey on a little
Get out of
kid.
here, bro. Reasoning out the window, bro. Out the window.
Alright, so you already know that reasoning point goes to Sasuke.
Madara, he said it the first time.
No,
reasoning
goes to Sosuke Aizen. Come on. Reasoning goes.
Wait. Alright, whatever. Y'all can decide in the comments whether me and him are right. We're gonna go on to the next category, which is plot. What do we want to say about this plot? Like, what made them?
Oh, which has a better story and plot. Like when they were introduced in like when they were in the story, was it better? Which plot device was better? Like was Aizen as a main villain a better villain? Doing villainy shit and made sense to the plot. You know what I'm saying?
I think the way Madara was introduced was a little underwhelming because he was so weak and so old. So you see him at the beginning, obviously you see him get his Rinnegan so he could be, basically his plan was to be reborn and later on in life because he got the Rinnegan, and he basically kind of died in a sense and kind of got brought back. But either way, the way he was introduced was a little underwhelming because you were expecting some badass motherfucker who's gonna fuck shit up, who would look dope as hell, and you kind of just see this old man. But later in the series, when he's really brought out, he is brought out one man versus an entire army, bro. He come out on demon time, whooping every single village's Hokage, Raikage, Kazekage. It didn't matter what the hell you were getting your ass whooped. This man showed up versus one guy, and he was literally reading a room. He would murk up anybody who walked in them. The whole ninja army, comprised of every village, could not touch this guy. He wasn't even in Susanoo. He didn't even use clones against the Raikage, the Kazekage, and everybody else, bro. The way this dude was introduced, if you watch the scene, the most badass thing you will ever see, bro. He just walks in and fucks shit up. That's all I gotta say for this plot part, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Okay,
Aizen was over here like this.
Okay, I would say, both characters did definitely manipulate a huge part of the story and created it in the direction they wanted to go. So that's a check for both sides. They got a pretty good idea of doing a plot. Right. But I want to say that Aizen really manipulated from the very beginning of Bleach when we didn't even know it. Aizen was in control of that whole development. Aizen really controlled everything that Ichigo went through. He allowed it and planted the seed to happen. Even the birth of even Ichigo's birth, he planned that shit out. He planned that whole shit out from the very beginning. And he said this to Ichigo when he explains that everything makes sense. And thanks to 1,000 Year Blood, when they introduce everything but the rain, it shows very much how he manipulated the whole story. And then when he shows his death, when you meet Aizen, he looks like a bitch.
He doesn't look like pussy, but
and he dies. We're like, oh, that's a weak ass captain, or stuff like that. And then when he pulls through it, and then he starts whooping all the captain's asses. First, everyone was getting it. Ichigo, Renji, Rukia's brother, Byakuya. Anybody can get it. He was the can man. Anybody can get it.
Bro, come on.
No, he took up his glasses, slicked the hair back. He said, yeah, I'm a dog.
Oh, okay.
And he said, I'm going to Wakemundo. Boom, hit the peace out on them. Listen, Aizen
definitely popped off. I can't lie.
He does. Listen, Madara's good. Whatever. He was cool. He was part of the plot. But first of all, we're not gonna talk about how they dropped the ball with Mardara.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
We can go into plot. That's part of plot.
Yeah, that's part of. You
go. Okay. You want me to explain, or you want to explain?
Nah, I'm gonna keep it. Let me.
You go and I'll explain the plot thing after.
Yeah. So we're not gonna talk about we didn't drop the ball with Mardara. So I feel like overall, and when Aizen was in the story, when Aizen was the main villain, the story was sick. So I think overall, Aizen, when he's in the story, the plot development was much more potent, much more. He just grabbed the hue. Like Mardara grabbed the hue, but he wasn't grabbing it like Aizen did. Like everything connected when Aizen was in. Every time he spoke, you were just like, pause.
You are something else. You know that? You are something else.
Can we pause on that? Yeah. All right. I wanna defend this as much as possible. It's a little hard because the reason that he's pumping out are pretty fire. But the reason why he said they dropped the ball with Mardara is because he was supposed to be the final villain. Well, unfortunately, he was so fucking strong that literally the writer didn't know how to kill him off.
So pussy to me.
But he was that strong. But I think that's the only real plot hole in this little plot section is because they kind of screwed up the plot because they couldn't kill him. Because there's no way to kill him. But that's how they kind of introduced Momoshiki and all those gods from different planets and stuff. Yeah, basically, either way, they introduced a whole new kind of cast for the end game or the final enemy, and it was very underwhelming because they used Mardara as like a vessel for that. They kind of bullshitted their way out of him being the best villain or the final villain, which sucks. But either way, I still consider him one of the best and one of the coolest villains that they got there. I mean, once again, what's his name? Fucking Obito was also a super sick villain in that arc. But he kind of brought a lot of shit to the it was kind of like everything kind of felt, everything came together when that Ninja War started. You saw the connections between every village that they went to. You saw the connections through all the characters that kind of bonded and created pairs and all that sort of stuff. So he did bring the plot together. Like, for sure he brought the plot together, but the sucky thing is that they dropped the ball with him not being the final character. So I wanna take an L in this category, but I kind of want to fight back.
You gonna take.
But that reasoning and the first build up is me, bro. That's me. That's none of you.
That's like 2 points. Plot right there is like 2 points. That's the most.
What you mean 2 points?
How
are we adding points to this?
So, anyways, I would say that the plot between how Aizen got defeated, I thought was kind of bullshit.
It was bullshit.
It was kind of bullshit where they just kind of like, all right, let's just make Ichigo strong enough. But it wasn't totally because it led to character development for the main character, so I wasn't terribly upset with it, and I found it understandable because once again, Sosuke was meant to fulfill Aizen's desire, which he wanted to be the strongest, right, undisputed strongest, and also wanted to get rid of the Soul King, but he also wanted to lose and have someone who was like at his level and comparable. But it's realistic because you being the best at something and having no competition sucks. Because sometimes you have no motivation.
So let's kill motherfuckers. Let's burn them. Let's turn into an alien.
But so
let's capture Orihime.
He just created a scenario for someone to become stronger. Okay. Maybe that reasoning sounds whack, but I can understand it in a certain way where if you're the best and you've always been the best and there's no one who can rival you, and then you create that scenario where someone actually can, I can see how that's exciting. But the Hokage fulfilled what part he wanted. That's why it's Aizen in 1,000 Year Blood War stays locked up. Aizen easily can.
He will whip ass.
Aizen easily can escape from the.
What's his name? He said he was a war potential. Like he could literally not let this motherfucker out.
He's one of the Quincy's war potential because of the fact that Aizen is spiritual pressure and Ryatsu is so strong that he's untouchable basically, and on top of that he's immortal. So that's another thing. Yeah. So like I said, he can easily get out of his restraints, but I think he's obviously the main reason why he stays in there so he can fix his conflicting feelings that he has for why he wanting to lose and being the strongest at the same time, because that was the reason why the Sosuke failed him basically at the end of the day, because he wanted to be the strongest while also wanting to lose at the same time. So I guess you call that a plot hole. I call that a beautiful twist at the end.
Wait, so mine's a plot hole and his is a twist?
But
right. Anyways, motherfucker, we're gonna go on to what's it called? What's next?
Feats and Badass.
Feats and Badass. You want to start? I can start. I mean, I don't care.
I'll start. Okay.
All right,
look,
he'll go.
First of all, Aizen is just a walking badass. Even his speeches are just badass. Like, bro, come on.
Speeches? We're talking about speeches? You don't want to talk about speeches. Madara speeches all over TikTok, bro.
Okay, yeah, but
You heard what I said and then called me a liar. Now you refuse to believe what I've shared. Your mind may not want to accept these revelations, but inside you there's a voice saying, accept it, it's the truth. Soon you'll know. Time will help. I feel sorry about your confusion, but this world's never really been about truth or lies. In this world, there's only one thing that's worth knowing: hard facts. Despite this universal truth, people misguidedly choose to only accept the facts that appeal to their way of thinking. They're so limited, they can only accept the truths that are comfortable for them. So, this is simply about wanting to hang on to your personal power. Realizing things may not have been as we accepted them to be unsettles us. It's overwhelming. Are you absolutely sure that you know the truth?
Wake up to reality. Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world. The longer you live, the more you will realize that the only things that truly exist in this reality are merely pain, suffering, and futility. Listen, everywhere you look in this world, wherever there is light, there will always be shadows to be found as well. As long as there is a concept of victors, the vanquished will also exist. The selfish intent of wanting to preserve peace initiates wars, and hatred is born in order to protect love. There are nexuses, causal relationships that cannot be separated. I want to sever the fate of this world. A world of only victors. A world of only peace. A world of only love. I will create such a world. I am the ghost of the Uchiha.
For both.
Even.
But I'm just saying that first of all, let's talk about who Aizen was fighting. First, he fought a lot of the captains and was fucking them up. And then when the visors came through, fucked them up too. Come on, bro. He was just fucking people up, man, left and right. And then when he does people dirty, or he be talking to them like, bro,
He him like a bitch. Bro.
he talks to you, you feel like shit, bro. But when you watch it, you're like, he's a dog.
We're talking about one other thing is he kind of manipulated every single captain he was with, every single person in the Soul Society.
He manipulated
like every single person.
He outsmarted Kisei, who's the smartest character in Bleach. That was said. He manipulated fuck, I'm having a brain for it. Yamamoto. He manipulated Yamamoto, which is an old head who's been around dumb long. Oh shit, he manipulated his dad.
Yo, that shit was crazy.
Created Ichigo's family.
Created the whole plot of the show, actually, bro.
Come on,
he was actually the author of the show.
When Aizen revealed that basically everything that Ichigo went through was orchestrated by me, and I decided basically your birth, that was crazy. Basically, he said, "I'm your daddy."
Okay.
Like Ichigo, have you ever seen someone literally son someone? And Ichigo was, first of all, he had the main character scared to fight him. Ichigo said, "I don't want to fight this guy. Why are we here? We gotta leave now." He bitched Ichigo Kurosaki. No, you can't tell me that's not badass. He literally had him going, "Dad, we should go. Let's go." He just sunned me. I don't even know if you're my dad no more. Oh my god!
Bro.
Like that's the whole badass in itself. I can go on for days, but I'm gonna let him throw it to him because he would say some weak shit about Mardara.
Alright, so we're gonna talk Feats, right? This guy predicted his kind of rebirth or his resurrection with the Renengan. So he kind of predicted like 100 years in the future anyway, so that's another feat. This guy got rezzed because he knew he was gonna get rezzed. He got rezzed in front of a whole ninja army, looked at him and called him a pussy. Not only did he whoop all their asses, he went to the fucking Raikage, the Kagekage, the Hokages. I already said this before. They literally, what was it, 7v1? This man didn't use his clones, didn't use Susanoo, was just throwing hands and whooping every single one of their asses, bro.
Oh, you want? Can I just say something?
Well, say it.
I will give you this feat. This is the only badass feat I really felt with Mardara. When Mardara said, "Since y'all jumping me, do you want?
Yeah, that was
do you want 5 wood clones of me, or you want 5 Susanos of me?" And you could pick. And then he just sent Susanos at them, and I was like, that was OD. That was OD. I give points for that one,
Bro, no one could touch this dude, let alone his clones. And then, of course, the main character thinks he's hot shit. He's trying to pull up on this motherfucker to get his ass whooped. So, same thing with Ichigo. I mean, this guy just got whooped. Like, he wasn't even a main character anymore. Madara was the main character at this point. He was literally whooping everybody's ass. He was the center of this whole fucking thing. Not only did he have Obito, he had the 10 tails. He got every single Jinchurki's tails, every single one of their chakras. Literally was about to put the whole world in an infinite Tsukiyomi. And then 2 motherfuckers with goddamn, what? They were fucking reincarnated of gods, so of course they're gonna whoop his ass. Fucking Naruto and Sasuke got the moon and the sun in their hands because they were literally reincarnated of the first Uchiha and the first whatever it's called. Sage Path, or whatever. These guys were just meant to whoop his ass, and they still couldn't beat him. He had to have fucking what's it called?
A writer
A writer literally changed the plot because he was so strong. So I mean, Feats is kind of crazy.
But
Like,
didn't he lose to Mike Guy? He got his shit.
he did not lose to Mike Guy, bro. He got his shit kicked in because he literally had an ability that would kill him if he used it on somebody else, and he still didn't kill fucking Mardara. He said, "Oh, out of everybody here, you're the strongest."
Yes, and he got his shit kicked in.
Yeah, and then guess what? This man on the ground dead, and Mardara's still there. This man is a wheelchair after that,
All
bro.
I'm gonna say,
Not only that, he also fucking fought the two main characters, Naruto and Sasuke, and right after that. And what did he literally merged? Yeah, man, this man was badass, bro. I don't have to go no more. We already know these feats are way cooler than Aizen's just talking his shit, acting like a little bitch, manipulating shit from the background. This man was up in the front. He played no games. He manipulated nobody. He wanted all the smoke from everybody, bro. He wasn't trying to hide behind his little army, have his army take out the captains. Nah, this man Mardara pulled up and fought all of them at once.
but I feel like there's something just
That's feat, bro. That's a feat.
there's something more compelling the way when, like, someone makes a plan. Aizen made the plan out, and it went exactly the way it is, and then he explains to you while he's whooping your ass,
Yeah.
like,
Alright,
yeah,
then.
I did this, and that.
Okay.
You didn't know, and I got your ass. I think the way Aizen was portrayed and the way he was built as a character of not really being, he's not as confrontational as Madara may be, but the way he manipulates everyone in a way that makes them feel not even human is way more.
They have different kinds of feats. I won't lie. That's badass in its own sense, and so is
You might as
that.
well just give it up to me.
Bro, his feat's just milking the points. He was taking all the points last time on Mob Psycho. No, that's cap, bro. That's cap. But whoever commented Mob Psycho is better, shut up, bro. You have no fucking say, bro. Come on, get out of here, bro.
Alright, let's do strength. Who's strong? Okay,
So we're gonna do it. What? Who's stronger than 1v1?
Yeah, they fought 1v1.
I honestly don't know, bro. It's just gonna be mad hard to argue because he's gonna say fucking shit. All I'm saying is these guys both have hypnosis abilities. He has Genjutsu and he has fucking his fucking
Shigetsu.
yeah. So I mean, and then this guy has Susanoo and this guy has this fucking final fucking. Alien form.
Well, actually, we're talking about prime forms. He would have the head shit, the little shit, the Renegon.
Okay. Oh, you're talking about Mardara.
No matter, you have
You have the fucking Sage of Six Paths, fucking Black Orbs.
yeah,
I don't know.
the full power Madara, like basically what he would be
In the
they
final
did-
fight, bro.
Yeah, in the final fight, and then we're talking about full power, which is basically current 1,000-year blood
Oh,
word,
that's kinda cheating, bro.
Aizen. I mean, both of them would try to manipulate each other, but who's a better manipulator? Sosuke, Aizen.
Valid. Yeah, valid.
So basically, Aizen's like Batman. With prep time, Aizen wins. With no prep time, Aizen still wins. So you know what this category goes to.
Alright, yeah, let's finish on our point. In the comments, bro, can we get like a point score? Like, who do you think? Like, all right, we have what, 5 categories?
5 categories.
We have 5 categories. If you guys can do us a favor, literally comment what you guys think, where we got the points, like just so we know. But either way, we're gonna end this off with a conclusion. And for me, build up, backstory. Once again, gotta be Mardara. All right, the only reason you could get behind his reasons, you can understand him, you can see him progress as a character and kind of get behind him. Aizen, in that sense, you kind of just see him whooping ass. You don't really get behind him. You don't really understand him. So his build up not only was better as well because he was mentioned multiple times beforehand. You're kind of like, who is this legendary ninja? And then you have some high expectations for the build-up. And that's why I think he should take the point for the build-up. Next is definitely the reasoning. And I think, once again, that goes in hand with the reasoning and the build-up and the backstory. Because the reasoning is because of his backstory. Well, we already explained that. So I think the reasoning, it goes to me as well, goes to Mardara. I think Aizen's lacking in both those categories. Now, we're going to go on to plot. There's some plot issues with Mardara for sure. I think he definitely brought it together, but I don't think he brought it together as much as Aizen. So I'm willing to lose a point for that.
That's like 2.5.
That's not 2. How is it
That's
2?
like 1.5.
Okay.
That's a huge part.
Feats and badassery, I think they're both pretty even. But in the sense of multiple feats and as many feats, I think Mardara has more to show. I believe so. I think Mardara has more to show in that sense.
You sure about that?
We've gone over the feats already, and I think Mardara definitely goes for me. So I think that's 3-1 right now, actually. And then we're gonna go for strength. And ooh, strength. This is bullshit, bro. I think this is bullshit. I don't know how to fight this because I don't know the fucking math behind the 1v1s, bro. I don't know. So I'll give this to him, but it's still 3-2, bro. It's still 3-2. And wait, conclusion is 6, bro. So I won. 6. I got 4 points. He got 2.
What are you talking about?
Remember, the conclusion is the final one, so that counts as a point.
That doesn't count as a point. Let's get out of here.
Yo, he wants 2 points for plot. I can have 2 points for that,
bro. Okay. Anyways, like I'm saying, so I'm not gonna lie. I give the backstory, and I don't even give reasoning because I won't lie. At the end of the day, Madara's reasoning definitely was more clearer than Aizen. You have to actually do some digging for Aizen. I think one of the main things about a villain is that the reasoning should be very clear and concise from the beginning. Shouldn't have to be like kind of like whoopsie days. You gotta kind of figure it out.
Right.
So I think I'll give that one because Madara's more clear. Plot though goes to Aizen easily. Badass feats. Aizen is a walking badass person. Like every time he talks,
What by
badass.
Ichigo? What by Ichigo?
And then strength, obviously, that's a W. So that's 3-2.
What? What? Wait, where did he get that math? I got backstory and reasoning. He got plot and feats. So he said 3-2.
And strength.
Oh, you think strength? Oh, okay. I know why you think strength, but you're bugging on the feats part.
No. Well, all right. Anyways, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. Stay metal cultured.
Yes, sir.
Peace out.